going to focus on the drums. We're going to focus on just soloing this drum bus. And as I mentioned earlier in the beginning of this course, my drums are all embedded in this drum rack or this drum plugin here in Ableton Live. So I'm already kind of set the balance the way I like it. Here is the drums. And so I've got the blend just right. I like the balance between the kick. I like where the kick is sitting and the snare. I've got them all set up. But then I'm processing that drum kit with this Fairchild. Well, I'll start with some the Slate Digital console saturator here. And then I'm cutting off, I'm using this high pass filter here to cut or just to low cut everything from 56 and below. I want a lot of that boom to come from the 808, not necessarily the kick drum. I want the kick to be more punchy and more thumpier. So I've got this Fairchild like compressor that I like using on drums a lot. And to get the saturation drive from it, I crank the input knob a lot. I don't do a lot of threshold. I don't want to bring the threshold down. I really just drive the input a lot. And then I have a slow attack, medium slow right here, about four, one, two, three, four, about 4 clicks from the right, and then a quick release here, somewhat of a quick release. And so that's really giving a nice punch to the drums. And then to bring up the bottom end boost, to boost the bottom end, I'm using the Pultec EQ. Now, I like this EQ because of the characteristics of this EQ, as opposed to a graphic EQ like the Fab filter, where it's very surgical. You can find frequencies, you take them out, and this EQ has character in it. And so you see that I'm low frequency set to 30. And by a graphic EQ point, that's like, what? What are you going to do boosting 30? That makes no sense. But here with the Pultec, 30 really actually can reach somewhere even close to 100 hertz. Like the way the Pultec boosted the low end when you were at 30, it actually ranged all the way up close to 100. So I like that. I want a more beefy bottom end. So I'm just giving a little bit of boost to that. And then I'm attenuating 16 hertz. I'm getting rid of that air there so that it warms up the drums. You could really hear it dulling the hi-hats down. So that's good. And I have this drum bus here by Ableton Live. It's doing the same exact thing. So I was A-Bing between the drum bus and the Fairchild and the Pultec. It's trying to arrive at the same destination with just that one plugin. But I like how open the Fairchild was as opposed to the drum bus. It was a bit cleaner to me, and I like that response there. And then I'm just making sure that any other elements, such as this big loop here, we're running some distortion directly on it, and harmonic distortion is a great way to really bring something out into the mix. And this is a plugin. This is a multi-band compressor with a preset OTT. Just stands for over the top compression. That's really what it's doing. It's squeezing these three bands together, and I'm just kind of throwing this preset on there to kind of squeeze a little bit of the high end juice from this loop. And then we have the virtual console, taking away some of the low end. Where I'm carving out the low end so I can let the 808 breathe with the drums. Then I'm using this Neve EQ here just to balance it out in the context of the mix. And that could be really muddy there, that low mid, that 220. So I'm making sure I'm just getting rid of that. And that's a good balance and relationship between that. So all the drums are going to be processed in the drum bus here with a slate digital tape saturator. So let's ride the drums with the 808.